Hey, what's up, guys? Mike here from the Art of Alpha. Video today is 5 rules of the texting man. So here's 5 rules that you want to follow, some general rules. The first thing you want to do when you're texting is it's up to you to make it interesting. So you probably know a lot of times when you message a girl, especially using this new app Bumble, the girls have to message first. So what you probably notice is they'll say hi or they'll say how's it going, just real basic stuff. If you don't know how to get out of that basic interaction and take it somewhere interesting, it can be a challenge. You'll be stuck in this back and forth, kind of boring until it fizzles out. So you might be noticing a lot of your conversation just kind of fizzle out after a while. So I'm going to show you some tips on how you can prevent that from happening. So most of the conversations, they always start off boring. They start off slow. That's usually expected. Especially like the girls, the first message will be a hi, how's it going? So you get stuck in boring small talk. So you have to learn how to do something to get out. You don't want to get stuck in question mode. How's it going? Oh, it's going good. What are you up to today? Oh, I'm just working, and then when I get home, I'm gonna go to the gym. Oh, well, what are you up to today? Like go back and forth between questions. You don't want to get stuck in that mode. Logical conversations do not last very long. Like you probably know, they fizzle out. So how are we gonna make it more interesting? Well, once you get through this stuff, and once you go to the Art of Alpha, you're gonna be a better texter. I can just feel it already. You're already getting better at texting as we speak. So let's get you even better. How to make it more interesting. So expand on something cool or interesting that you're doing. Don't give any one-word answers. So here in this example, it said, "How's it going?" I knew right away. I'm like, all right, I have to break this. I have to do something different. I can't just answer this boring "How's it going?" with a one word. So I said, "I'm doing awesome. Just enjoying this awesome weather. It's actually raining, so that's why I made that little face there. So I'm up for a road trip to somewhere warm. If you are, I'll drive. You control the radio." So now I'm doing this hypothetical situation, and this is what makes it funny. So I'll just go off on a little thing about how to make girls laugh for a second. So when you do this kind of playful sort of fantasy hypothetical situation, that's what's funny. It's not really jokes, it's doing stuff like that, like a hypothetical random thing. And of course, she laughs perfect. Hope you like Beyonce. So now I can tease her about it. Oh, I should have let you drive. Teasing her about Beyonce, but I say I don't mind. I like the new Work 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 song, which is a Rihanna song, but that's kind of like the joke of it is I was expecting her to be like, oh no, that's Rihanna, not Beyonce. So you elaborate, tell a story, something that's happening to you. Role play, which is kind of the same. It's like you're a hypothetical, like something you're doing with her that's not really happening. So see the example here, going on a road trip. So talk about a hypothetical road trip. Doing this is much better than logical conversation. Much, much better. All right, the next thing. Build tension in a non-creepy way. And here she said, okay, Rihanna it is. I said, perfect. It'll be the best road trip. Where are we going? And then she just goes up, says, well, can you let me know what Rihanna's saying? And so you want to be smooth. So I get here in a second here. I start working towards becoming more sexual, making them like putting more tension into it. So you don't want to be overly sexual. You want these little hints. The little hints are way more powerful than being overtly sexual, especially when you first start meeting a girl. So I say you might have to trade a secret. So it builds a little tension. It's flirty, playful. It just builds that little tension. Never come on too strong unless you've been talking for like a long time. If I've been talking to her for a month, I might be texting different. But if you just meet her, you want to come on slow. You don't need to be overly sexual. These little hints here and there. So what do you want to know? So the next thing is the guy, you want to continue to escalate the interaction. So here, I just say all the usual stuff. What's your favorite color? Are you good at cuddling? Right here. So that's where I kind of make it the tension even more by saying cuddling. And she also says, like, think I'm good, a little spoon. So cuddling is something you can work in because girls like to cuddle. It's just easy to talk, but you can work it into the text. We both kind of know where I'm going with this, so that's why it works. So it's a little playful, flirty thing. So words like cuddling and massage are really good words to use. Not overly sexual. Be playful. Um, so I say it's too bad it's rainy. We'd be on an adventure. I'm near the fireplace in the moment. Sending if I should hit the gym. So here, well, that's something that's a little bit more advanced, but we'll get to that eventually. All right, next part. Give her space. This is very powerful. There's no need to over text. You don't need to over text. If she doesn't respond back, don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't ask why she's not responding back. Don't say, hey, I texted you. How come you took like 3 hours? Be non-reactive. If it takes her 2 hours to text you back, maybe wait probably at least an hour. Give it some time, because you don't want her to wait 3 or 4 hours to text you back and then you text her back immediately. It becomes too needy. It seems like you're just waiting by the phone, waiting to text her back every second. If she takes a long time, then you take a long time. And if she texts you back quick, you text her back. You can get into a flow where you're texting each other back pretty quick. But if she seems to be taking a long time, there's no problem. Take a long time. Especially, say if you start texting her on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, and you can't go out till a Saturday, to like a Friday, Saturday when you're gonna go out and see if she wants to come out with you. It's okay to like span this out. If you're talking here, say if she says I'm jealous you have a fireplace, and I say I share, it's kind of like a little playful thing. If she texts me back here and say I can't go out with her till Friday, then I might skip a day. I might not even text her for an entire day, because texting too much, it becomes tough to keep it going. So you want to, it's okay to do a pull back. Be non-reactive. It's all right to pull back. Don't worry about it. If she's not texting, don't worry. The idea is to plant some hints in here that you're a cool guy. She wants to see you. Keep the tension going. Be playful. Be fun. And then she'll want to see you, build that tension, and she'll be excited to see you. So that's the plan of the texting, is to work towards a date. Don't worry about stopping. Don't worry about pulling back and stop texting. The plan is to set up the date. So usually when you meet someone from the dating app, generally it will fizzle out in a week or so. So you basically have about a week to set it up, get her number, get like text on the dating app. You can get her number, start texting her for real on like without the app, and then make sure you set up the date within a week, because as it goes on and on without you guys meeting, it's a lot harder to keep the text conversation going. So right here I say, you around this weekend? She said she's busy all week, and then she says I'm free tomorrow. Alright, so I was basically setting up, I've been talking to her, different one, set it up, are you free? And then it's on. So a lot of times girls will ask you, they always ask, you probably noticed this because you're getting better at this stuff. You probably notice girls always ask, what do you do? All the time. So a lot of times you might say, that's classified, I can only tell you over sushi. Or I can only, whatever your date is going to be, you can say that's classified, I can only tell you over dinner or whatever, over coffee, whatever you want your date to be. So that's a good little line I use sometimes. What do you do? I'll say, well, that's classified. I can give you a little hint, but I can only tell you the real truth of what I do over sushi. And then the next thing, as a guy, you always want to have a plan. Be the man with the plan. Never ask, what do you want to do? Before presenting options. You want to present options. If she doesn't like it, like say if you say you want to get sushi and she says you hate sushi, then you can say, well, what do you like, or what are you up for, or something like that. But at least present a plan. It could be an activity, dinner, bowling, salsa, whatever you want to do, climbing. Suggest an idea. Trust me, she will appreciate it, because most guys don't have a plan. They're going to ask her what she wants to do, what time she wants to do it, where she wants to go, all the details they're going to ask. You just have a plan. If she doesn't like it, or if she wants to do something different, that's fine. But just have a plan and present her with a plan. So those are the 5 rules of the texting man. 5 tips for you. Might be more or less than 5, somewhere around there. But some good tips, good texting rules from the Art of Alpha. And if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Talk to you soon.